Center for the Study of the Presidency and Congress, Dr. Tom Kurland for Dr. David Abshire. Energy Future Coalition, the Honorable Andy Karsner. Securing America's Future Energy, Mr. Robbie Diamond. Transatlantic Business Dialogue, Mr. James Quigley. United Nations Foundation, Mr. Reed Detchen for the Honorable Tim Worth. World Resources Institute, Mr. Robin Murphy for Mr. Jonathan Lash. And World Business Council for Sustainable Development, Mr. Bjorn Stigson. Brookings Institution, Dr. William Antholis for the Honorable Strobe Talbot.
Mr. Stigson, would you please address the group on behalf of all the partners?
Well, thank you, Chad. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. When I look at the world and to the future, I see a tremendous growth story. We are, in a very short period of time, we are going to be 50% more people on this earth, 3 billion more people in only 40 years' time. And that means that by 2050, 85% of the world's population are going to live in what we today call developing countries. And these people, excuse me, these people are also moving into cities. The consequences of this is that we will need an enormous economic growth if we are going to be able to support this. We will have to build infrastructure in a way that we've never seen before in history. And all of this will demand resources, and it will demand a lot of energy. That's why energy is projected to double up to 2050. Energy demand is projected. And it is inevitable, against this background, that we are looking at a future world which is resource constrained and which is carbon constrained. And we will need a lot of new technologies and solutions to deal with this situation. And business is the main provider of these solutions today and tomorrow. Now, the governments, the G8 governments have said, they said that last year in Japan, at Hokkaido, that we should reduce carbon emissions with 50% by 2050. And that's 50% from where we are today, not counting the growth that we are going to see. That is a tremendous challenge. This is a transformational challenge of society. There is no way society can look like it does today and reduce carbon emissions with 50% in 40 years' time. This will require an enormous cooperation, and it will mean that we will be looking also at impacts on lifestyles and consumption patterns. And we have to understand that in a transformation process like that, not everybody will come out as a winner. There will be winners and there will be losers, and that's why this is so difficult politically. Now, if we're going to achieve this, then we will need actions by all countries. No one can be outside this. And it will require that we use open and competitive markets that have got a good regulatory framework, that we utilize right price signals, that we have a price of carbon. And we will need unprecedented leadership by all. We will need public-private partnerships to work together. And I'm pleased, as standing here on behalf of these partner organizations that you see here, and to express our support for the call to action for prosperity and competitiveness in a low-carbon world. This is an urgent call. Excuse me. This is an urgent call. It is very timely. The progress up to COP15 in Copenhagen is slow, and it requires all stimulus if we are going to be successful. We have to work together for future generations and create a sustainable world for those generations. Failure is not an option. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think we now have the framework for the day. We have a call to action. We have a lot of people working on it. Let's have another great day. Let's learn something so we actually walk out of here at 5 o'clock and take some action. Thank you.